Hello and welcome to the Paws Perspective podcast. I'm Molly.
And I'm Pat, and we're from Flying Paws Dog Training. We're so excited you're here.
This is where we share training tips, behaviour insights, and fun ways to build a stronger bond with your dog.
Grab a coffee, flip on the lead, and let's dive in. Welcome to the Paws Perspective. I'm Pat.
And I'm Molly.
And we're going to talk about something that's been requested, actually.
Yes, it has. We've pushed it to the front of the line because we went, oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's about balls.
It is about balls that they play with.
Yeah. So an interesting little one that we might start with, because I didn't actually know this. And when I said to you, oh, I didn't know that, you said, really? I thought everyone knew that. And I went, well, I didn't know that.
What?
Tennis balls.
Oh, yeah. I can't
Tennis-
believe you didn't know that.
Oh, I
Sometimes
didn't.
I wonder how observant you actually are.
No, well, I'm just in my own little world over here, aren't I?
That sounds about bloody right.
I didn't know, like, just getting off the fact of what tennis balls can do, but
Well, it's the fact of what tennis balls could do.
well, movement. Tennis balls aren't that good for their teeth,
Oh, no.
which
And
I didn't know.
if you're like Pat and you're like, really? Google dog teeth and tennis ball. I'll see if that actually comes up. Otherwise, I'll tell you what to Google because, I mean, explain it to you how who is listening, how I explained it to you. So while I'm getting this up, because like, why are they bad, basically?
Well, apparently, obviously they're made to go
Tennis
on
balls.
tennis courts.
Oh, yeah, if you just Google dog teeth tennis ball, you will see I can't that just even leaves me with a funny feeling in my mouth.
There's pictures, is there?
Of the teeth, yeah.
Yeah, so they're a little bit abrasive.
Well, when you think about the surfaces that tennis balls well, the speed one and the surfaces they hit, for them not to
Disintegrate, I guess.
yeah, to withstand, yeah, it's no wonder they're so abrasive. I mean, this isn't like a dog that plays with tennis ball for 5 minutes is gonna have mucked up teeth, but
Yeah, but
continual use,
and often those ball throwers and things like that, tennis ball will fit in that, and you throw it, or you
yeah, we'll get
throw
to
a
ball
tennis ball,
throwers.
or you might hit might have a cricket bat or something like that, or tennis racket, and you just hit your tennis ball to your dog.
Yeah.
And it's actually, not doing them a lot of good, not their
No.
teeth.
No.
So,
So with tennis balls aside,
yeah.
people might be surprised to think we don't, as dog trainers, actually hate balls.
Oh, no. God, if I go to Kmart sometimes, Zen will often get a ball for you for a present.
Some dog trainers will tell you they hate balls, won't they?
Yep.
Some will tell you their dog's never allowed to have balls.
Yep.
Um,
As are.
Ours are within moderation.
Yep.
Like everything in life, that's also partly because we have border collies.
Yep.
But I think there's a few other breeds that can fit into the category of what we're going to be talking about. Gun dogs are one.
Yep.
Terriers are probably another. They're probably the three main off the top of my head. Some toy breeds that have herding, gun, or terrier genetic history. So like your toy poodles and things like that probably are more what I'm thinking of, can have some of the problems we're going to probably talk about. But do you want to start or do you want me to start?
No, you can start.
So I said from day dot, Fox was never having balls. Because I didn't want a ball obsessed border collie.
Yep.
We've seen them. We've seen ball obsessed herding breeds. We've had people come and say they've had to throw balls for 2 hours.
Yeah.
We've had someone a long time ago. Do you remember who's? I think that was a border collie, and they might have been retired or something, or a home a lot. And they said they could be out doing gardening for 3 or 4 hours, and the dog would just bring the ball
Yeah.
up,
Constantly.
up and back. Which again, depending on the dog, might be okay. But if you I didn't want balls because I didn't want a ball obsessed dog. So in his crate, he even had this little, like, it was like this little, I'm gonna say knitted, but it wasn't knitted, like, um, fabric. It wasn't a ball, but it was a black little round shaped thing,
Mhm.
and he was playing with that one day, and I was like, "Where did he get that from?" And I took it off him, and now I'm like, "Oh my god, you're so dramatic." But he found a ball one day outside in the garden. I don't even know whose ball it was. Like, Murphy doesn't really play with balls. He did a little bit when he was younger, but he's got no, like, retrieving instincts. He'd just go and get it and then drop it again and walk off. He'd be lucky 3 would be a good day for Murph. Um, and he just played with it. He has been right from the start a very independent player though.
Yep.
Um, and watching him with it, I realized quite quickly how dramatic I was being. Um, and I realized that as long as I had a dog that walked past a ball
Yep.
or could be called away from a, let's call it a dead ball, so a ball not
Moving.
just sitting on the
Yep.
ground, not moving, um, I was gonna be okay. But or he was gonna be okay. But we do have, so he likes he likes little balls, like tennis ball size, but I get the chuck balls because
Yep.
they're a lot better for their teeth.
Yep.
Um, and he does like his herding ball.
Yep.
He did have a soccer ball, like the one you've got, that's just from Kmart, isn't it, that one over
Yeah.
there? But he put his teeth in it very quickly. So I think he likes balls that he can pick up and carry around. Um, Probably for me, the only hard advice that I have with balls, he's giving his 2 cents worth, if you can hear that. Fox, we're talking about you, not to you. Um, is I don't personally like ball throwers.
Mhm.
And I don't personally like having a dog out in front of you and throwing a ball
Mm.
to them. I don't like ball throwers because of just the distance. Um, I think there's more room for error and for the dog getting hurt, but we'll go into that a little bit more. And it's very similar though with why I will get Fox to come around behind me, so he is running into the ball. So he's ends up facing the same way I am when I throw a ball. Probably should do a video or something on that, shouldn't we? So
Can
people
do.
can understand what we're talking about. But he's looking at you very intently now. Um, Again, so he's not jumping, twisting,
And a lot of it's the
stopping.
yeah, as they, twist to pick it up when they're moving the same way as it,
Yeah.
yeah, they can twist, and that's where they start hurting joints and things like that, and that's where you can have the problems.
And even like when we say hurting joints, I think people think of broken legs,
Mm.
which are obviously a big problem, but it's just also that repetitive move, uh, action
Yep.
of the stopping of fetch that can cause or contribute to arthritis,
Yeah.
which can then contribute to. Can you stop pulling faces? My dog? It's really hard to concentrate. Can contribute then to cruciate ligaments.
Yeah.
And as someone who's had a dog go through 2 cruciate ligaments, they're not fun.
Mm.
It's a lot of money,
Mm.
and you are then gonna have problems for the like, you
Have
can
to
have,
manage it a bit.
well, you've gotta manage them, but you're guaranteed arthritis then.
Yeah.
There's arthritis in there usually to do a cruciate,
Yeah.
but you're guaranteed joint problems after that, so there's supplementation, there's all these things. And for some dogs, we know a dog, that it now she's done a cruciate, and it now means no ball throwing.
Yeah.
So you're taking something that they
Love
love and
taken away from them.
restricting it, yeah.
Mm. So Zen's got numerous balls out in the backyard, and Riley and Tanner had them. So I have soccer type balls, and usually, sometimes I've got a couple of footballs, but mostly they're soccer type balls. Usually they're flat because they've put their teeth in them, so they usually have one in their mouth and run around. I might give a little kick, just a little, just so it moves a bit, the other ball, and then Zen will hit the one, that ball that's moving. He'll hit that a little bit with the one he's got in his mouth.
Yep.
We just have a little play around, not fast, not long. and then, yeah, I'm always able to call him away, just get him to drop it and come away, so that's the most important thing, that you can walk past them, you can call them off the balls, they're not obsessed by the balls.
How old was Zen when he first played with a ball?
Oh, jingies. Um,
I reckon Fox probably ended up being, after me being like, "No balls," 4 or 5 months old, but
yeah,
I'd put money on Zen was older than
I
that.
was gonna say, I reckon he was because, Tanner used, and he does a bit the same as Tanner. Tanner used to, you'd kick him a ball and he'd run around when you were mowing the back lawn with you, and he'd have it in his mouth. He did the same thing. Riley didn't chase them much like that. So outside, probably played with them, but I reckon Zan would have been over a year old.
Yeah, that's what I was
Um,
thinking.
I think he has. There was a couple of times he might have. A ball might have been thrown, not necessarily by me, and he was held until the ball had stopped, and then he was let to go chase towards it.
Yeah, I think on
Um,
that, just while you're talking about that, I think that's where something really important we should quickly touch on is there is a difference between fetch and retrieve.
yeah,
And this is where the gun dog breeds can have problems with fetch. When you think about what a retrieving dog is supposed to do, so they would once upon a time be with the gunman,
yep,
who the pointers or the spaniels or whoever would be sent in to flush the birds, wouldn't they?
yep,
And the birds would go into the sky, the would get shot.
yep,
When the bird had hit the ground and was dead, then the dog would get sent in.
yep,
So they're getting sent into a dead target,
yeah,
not a moving
target.
target.
That's exactly right.
So that's a big difference in a retrieve and a fetch. So you did more of a retrieve with Zen when he was little.
Yeah, yeah, but, he was, yeah, I reckon he would have been over 12 months old before, I really bought a, like a soccer ball or anything like that. Might have been a couple laying around the yard from Tanner, but, yeah, before I really even give it a little kick with my foot or anything
Mm,
like that. But again, border collie likes movement, so there was no problem in him actually wanting to do it. Um, but I just, wanted wanted to be able to do it in a fun way, but also in a very safe way, and in a way that, wasn't gonna cause any, um, problems with joints,
yeah,
arthritis, or, um, being, you know
injured.
yeah, injured, or being compulsive about chasing the
Yeah,
balls.
yeah.
So,
Um, yeah, I think the OCD thing is a big thing because I
with a
think
lot of dogs.
balls can be
Oh, yeah, you can use them as a reward.
they can be a great
Mm,
reward, and a lot of dogs do
like
like
them. Mm,
balls and like playing with balls. Um, and you can get, dogs that might not be as food motivated. There's one I can think of, um, off the top of my head that for a long time, he's probably only just started to become food motivated because they've sorted a few things out with his, tummy.
yeah,
But she used to, when she'd come and do the little agility courses to get him through the tunnel, would
yeah,
throw his ball.
yeah, yep,
Every time I say Paul Fox is tilting his head. Um, so, they can be a great reward. They can be a great, outlet for a lot of
mm,
dogs. Um, the retrieving breeds are going to like going to get something and having it in their mouth, whether
mm,
that's a ball or a toy. The herding breeds, why they get so kicked on it or they get addicted to it, sorry, is it's replaying the movement part of their predatory motor sequence.
yep.
And that's where particularly I'd probably go as far to say, and tell me if you think I'm wrong, but herding breeds are the worst for getting addicted to balls.
Oh, yeah.
By far, the gun dogs will get oral fixations, the terriers will probably get stuck in a little bit of a oxytocin loop, but the movement is what really kicks these guys off. So this is like your border collies, your Australian shepherds, your German shepherds, kelpies, heelers,
All those
okay?
all those sorts.
Yeah, yeah. Um, And where it becomes dangerous with the obsession is it's never gonna fulfill that need.
Mm.
It's just stuck in a loop, but it's not completing.
Yeah.
So, Fox is looking at Pat for more treats. He's, decided she's the treat lady today. Um, so they get stuck in this loop of unfulfillment, but they also, get stuck with I've forgotten what I was gonna say now. Um, they also oh, no, it's gone. He's distracted me. Um,
You're a distracting, influence, Foxy.
yeah, anyway, go and I'll try to remember because you wanna say something.
What about herding balls?
Yeah, well, herding balls can be a great outlet.
What's the difference with them? Mainly, if people don't know what a herding ball is, or what sort of size are they?
So it's like a yoga ball size,
Yep.
but they come with a cover,
Mm.
so which is usually like a canvasy
Yeah,
a
top
soft
cover.
canvas type cover, um, that allows them not to puncture it with their teeth.
Yeah.
So you will get dogs like Zan pushes his around and herds it. Uh, Fox grabs the tag and drags his around and plays with it.
Yep.
But, um, they can be a great outlet because it's giving them that pushing and controlling of movement
Yeah.
that they want. You can also play a lot of herding games with balls, which are obviously great for herding dogs,
Mm.
but they can be great for other breeds as well. I remembered what I was gonna say.
Go for it.
I was going to say the other problem with a dog that gets stuck in an oxytocin loop is you can create what is affectionately known in the dog training community as a fit idiot.
Yes.
So, a fit this isn't a term we
No.
coined, by the way, it's a term we first heard by a dog trainer on the mainland, and
Yep.
I don't think he even coined it. I think it's come from somewhere else,
Yeah.
but, a fit idiot is basically we get stuck into these like, when we think about the enrichment our dogs need, we are so good at the physical exercise, aren't we? We
Yeah.
all like, they need to go for a walk or they
They
need
need
to
to
go
go
for
for
a
a
run,
run.
they need to have a play in the backyard, and it's all we are fantastic. Like, most dogs, their physical exercise needs are more than ticked. But if you unless you're yeah, well, Pat's pointing at Zen, he's a bit lazy, and I was gonna say the other one that's, never needed much physical exercise. This obviously does come down to breeds as to what physical exercise, dogs do need, but yeah, Murph's not a big exercise boy. He's on an exercise regime at the moment to lose a few, kgs, um, but what happens is we take the dog for a 1K walk or a 20-minute walk, and then we think, "Oh, that's great, the dog's tired." Or we might throw the ball for 5 minutes and we think, "Oh, that's great, that's pooped the dog out." So the dog sleeps it off, and then the next day we go, "Oh, we'll throw the ball for another 5 minutes or we'll go for another 20-minute walk," and they might not be as tired. Then over the space of a week or a month, that 20-minute walk turns into or 5 minutes with the ball turns into 10 minutes,
Mm.
15 minutes, 20 minutes, and all that's happening is the dog is getting fitter and
And
fitter
fitter.
and fitter, but they're not getting any mental exercise,
Mm.
thus a fit
Fit
idiot.
idiot.
So, these are the dogs we see problems with.
Yep.
Um, Again, I don't wanna stereotype breeds, but Kelpies can be really bad,
Yep.
Borders can be really
Mhm.
bad, um, Aussies probably not as much, but
No,
they
no, I
can
don't
be
see them as
really
much.
bad.
Hmm.
Um, Goldies,
Mm.
golden retrievers can be really bad. They're probably some of the main ones where, yeah, you don't think about that, and I think we are getting better at thinking about their mental enrichment, but I think a ball is not mental enrichment.
No, it's not. No. It's physical, but we need to be very careful. And also where we do it, like, a lot of people go to off-lead dog beaches and throw the balls. They might throw them along the sand, but
Mm,
hard sand is different than soft sand.
yes.
They might throw it in the water. Water Fetching a ball in the water is different than fetching it on the beach.
Yeah,
In the paddock or down the parks, different again, different surfaces, different um, can be harder than, softer. Doing it in the backyard, if you've got a bit of concrete, that's different again. So
yeah,
I think we need to think about those sorts of things as well.
yeah.
There's a lot to think about with balls?
There is. I think though if anyone wants to look at a few different ways to use balls instead of just fetch, because like I said, they can be
Oh, yeah.
great fun, can't they?
Yeah,
And
well, ours love them.
yeah, and we had a dog recently. The lady she'd stopped all balls, hadn't she? And we knew we needed some sort of mental
Yep.
enrichment, so we got her to do a few herding games.
Yeah.
It was a herding breed, and we played one of, our favourites. I haven't done it for a while with Fox, but we should, have you done it with Zen?
No.
Um, we should have another go, Foxy, because it was fun, wasn't it? It's sheep balls.
Mm.
Now, I can't think of the lady who created this, her name is, but, basically don't just Google sheep balls. I'll give everyone a heads up on that. Google sheep balls and dog training. Um, basically, you have Kay Lawrence, that's her name. Kay Lawrence, the urban herder.
Yep.
So, you have 3 balls that are identical, and there is a specific way that you play with them. So, you play and engage with one. When the dog's interested, you kick it, the dog goes for that ball. Then you move to the next one and play around with it. When they leave the ball they've got and they come and re-engage with you, you can have a little bit of fun with it too. You can start getting them to actually, like, herd it like they're going
Yep.
around the ball, but you kick it again and the move. So what they start to work out is when I'm playing with this one all by myself, it's a bit boring. No
Yep.
one's interacting with me. But if I come over and start interacting with mum, it'll get kicked and I'll get the movement that I want. So it's a really great, easy one.
Mm.
I think the balls have to be, I think that ideally identical, but I played them with identical ones just because Fox likes the chuck balls. But I think if you had 3 soccer balls that were the same size,
Yeah, be the
that's
same.
more than fine.
Yep.
The other thing that can be quite good in place of balls is a flirt pole.
Yep.
That can be quite fun. And the
Just have to be careful how you use it so they don't jump and hurt themselves again.
Yeah, flirt poles are definitely a bit like a tug toy, low and slow to start with until you see how the dog's gonna interact with them.
Yeah.
The other thing to watch out with flirt poles is when they let go of them really quickly because, they can come flying back at you.
Yeah.
But another person, if anybody's interested in some ways to either play with balls or look at some different outlets instead of just throwing a ball, would be Collies with Yen on Instagram.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good. She's got border collies, obviously, and she is in, I'm not sure what city, but a big city in the US, and she's fairly self-taught in that she needed to find enrichment opportunities
Mhm.
that fulfilled needs for the
Mhm.
dog, because they didn't have any sheep.
Yep.
So, yeah, she's a great person to go and check out.
Yeah, she's good. We follow her.
Yeah, we do.
Mm.
Um, so I think, yeah, I think we've probably got mixed feeling. Oh, actually, that's what I was gonna say. When balls, totally not okay.
When are they?
When aren't they?
Um, well, I wouldn't be playing with them, with young pups.
No.
Uh,
Or you'd be thinking about how you played with
yeah,
them with young pups.
yeah, definitely not letting them chase a ball that was moving, because I wouldn't wanna be hurting their.
Rolling
Yep,
the ball rather than,
slowly.
yeah,
Mm,
on a
uh,
flat surface, all
yep,
of those sorts of things.
yep.
Because if you hurt joints
You
at
don't
little,
wanna be hurting, yeah,
you've got lifelong
problems.
potentially.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think you have to start them straight away if you wanna do stuff with balls.
No.
Any what else do you think
I
when you
think
go?
when they're obsessive.
Oh, yeah, yeah, well, that's yeah, definitely.
And how do you identify obsessive? It can be hard because some people could look at the way that Fox plays with a ball and says it's obsessive because of the staring. I think his eye color doesn't help the staring.
Yeah,
But one thing I think we mentioned it earlier is if a ball is dead,
yeah,
which I suppose that term comes from cricket, doesn't it? If it's
yeah,
a dead ball,
dead
it's
ball,
laying there not moving, can your dog
walk
walk
past.
past it?
Mm.
Can it be heading towards it and be called back off it?
Can you do other things with the ball around, like get it to sit or drop or, something like that, shake hands? Can it do that with a ball in the vicinity?
Can they trade the ball for another ball?
Yep,
Can they trade the ball for another toy?
Mm,
Can they trade the ball for a piece of food?
mm.
All of these sorts of things. A dog that can't do any of those things,
Yep,
100% ball obsessed.
yep,
A dog that values a ball more than food might not either, but they might not be ball obsessed.
yeah,
So I think it's very like everything, case by case, individual, but definitely as long as you've got no resource guarding issues with the ball
yeah,
is
a
the other
problem.
thing,
Yeah,
where, you can't, get it off them in any way, shape, or form, and they're
yeah,
gonna
then
retaliate if you try
yep,
to.
you've got problems then.
But no, I think they're the main
Yeah,
no-goes for balls.
few things to think about with balls.
There is, and I think, it's like a lot of things. Once upon a time, people threw a ball and
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't a problem, but as you know better, you do better.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And
We're
as
always learning.
we are always learning, and as we said, it's great fun
Mm.
to play with your dog with a
Oh,
ball.
yeah, yeah.
Um, it's even better fun if Fox is listening to this podcast, if they do give it back sometimes. Um, he's very much, "Oh, just thank you, I'll go play with this now." But he does give it up when you ask him to. He just runs around for a minute. He's just like, "How much fun is this?" But that might be well, actually, that's probably something we should touch on quickly before you finish. So, if you've got a dog that won't give up a ball, you need 2 balls, don't you?
Yep, yep.
So and this is what I had to do with him, and his comes from, um, he is which I touched on, he's very independent player,
Player he is,
and
yeah.
has always been very independent. The breeder told me that right when he was very little. So he will just pick up a toy and go off and play by himself.
Yep.
Whereas Zan,
He likes a bit more engagement.
he likes engagement with his toys, doesn't he? So,
Yep.
bit of it, and Murph just can't be bothered with toys at all. But, so he was very much like, "Oh, thanks for the ball, like, off I go." And I haven't really followed through too much with it, but all you've gotta do is throw the ball
Yep.
and just have the other one there and act like it's the best thing in the world.
Yep.
And, "Oh, wow, look at this ball I've got, isn't it fantastic?" As soon as it comes out of their mouth, you throw it,
Throw
go and pick up the
the
other
other
one.
one. Yep.
Then that ball's the best thing in the world. So you just alternate. Some dogs you might need to have 3,
Yeah.
4, depending on how fast they are and things like that, but that is how you get a dog to give a ball up.
Yeah. Yep.
Is
Yeah.
or a toy. You can do the same thing with toys. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So,
No, I think that's probably it for
yeah.
balls.
Yeah, there's a few interesting things to think about with balls.
Few
So,
takeaways,
yeah,
but I think the
definitely.
biggest thing is not creating ball obsessive dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, because they are fun. Like I said, Zen often gets a ball.
Telling us all about it.
Yeah, but they're usually sort of soccer-sized balls. But, yeah, it's just how you play with them and make sure that they're not obsessed by them. And don't use tennis balls.
And don't use ball throwers.
No, no,
I
ball
think
throwers.
ball throwers seem like fun, but they can be one of the quickest ways to cause joint injuries.
Yeah, yeah,
We shouldn't say don't use ball throwers, just be careful how you use ball throwers.
yeah, it's the same with everything. Be careful at what balls, how you use the balls, and be careful of the, how you use a ball thrower.
Yep. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add about balls before we
No,
wrap
I
up?
think it's a good subject, balls.
We've said balls a lot.
We have said balls a lot, but it's all about balls
I think the
today.
biggest takeaway is don't Google sheep balls.
Yeah.
Google sheep balls and dog training.
Yeah. Alrighty, that's it for today's episode. Have a great rest of the day. If you like us, give us a 5-star review.
If you've got any questions about balls, if you want a part 2 to this, if you got any other requests, I think we've got a few more requests lined up, don't
Yep,
we? So we did push this one to the front because
that's an interesting one.
it's an interesting one and it's a fairly easy one for us to dribble on about.
Yep.
But comment, message us, email us, whatever.
Don't forget to follow us.
Yep.
And don't forget to have a look. We've got an online shop too. So check that out. And we mail out to people if they want anything.
Mhm.
Have a great day and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.